Hi, we're John and Patty from Sweet Memories Cooking with you here at the Ingles table. And we have a great dish for you today.
It's our Portobello mushroom ragu with pappardelle. Let's get started.
Okay, John. So what I got here is just some extra virgin olive oil. I've just got it. John's finishing the shallots, and what we're going to do is get these going. You want to do it on low. You want to give them a chance to cook, but you don't want, you're not looking for color and all that on here. You're just looking to heat them up, go through here.
Yeah, so I just got shallot from the produce section.
Yeah.
That's if you're not familiar with it, it's an onion product, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit milder. Just slice them thin.
Yeah, just slice them really thin. You can either do them the way John did here, just like a regular onion where the pieces are a little smaller, or if you don't, you're not that good with the knife skills, just line it up and just do circles. So you can do that too.
Yeah, and then what I'm doing here is slicing up some portobello mushrooms. Now you'll find these, they usually come 3 in a package, right in the produce section.
Yeah.
And this one I've cleaned out. You use a spoon to clean out the gills. There's nothing wrong with them other than they make
they really make
really
it
dark
like
sauce.
a real murky, like a dark color sauce. Yeah, that don't hurt anything, but it's not as pretty.
So I like to make big slices and then just cut those long ones in half.
Yeah.
Do you think I could put these in?
Yeah, I was going to say whenever you're ready, just put them in.
So these go in next.
Yeah.
The mushrooms probably take the longest in the whole thing.
Probably,
We're doing.
yeah. All I'm looking to do is just put a little bit of color on them. And normally, when you do mushrooms, you'll hear people say you don't want to put the salt in because if you're trying to brown them, because it releases too much juice.
Right, right.
But in this case, I want it to release the juice, so I am going to put a little bit of salt in.
Right, so while she's doing that, I want to show you how easy it is to get rid of these, they call them gills. Just a spoon, and very lightly, you just go across the mushroom and they come right out.
Yeah.
Just like that, just clean it out.
Okay.
We'll slice this one up.
Yeah.
So did you already add the
It
salt?
really seems to, yeah, I just added it, so I'm just waiting for the rest of that, for the mushrooms. Yeah, I think the easiest way to do that is with the spoon, don't you? I haven't ever seen
I haven't seen any other way
to do it. So whenever you're ready, you can throw those in.
Toss these in.
Okay, great.
And the thing I like about this is it's not your traditional tomato sauce.
No, no.
Once these cook down, then all the other fun ingredients go in.
Yeah.
We'll grate some garlic, got some tomato paste.
Yeah.
What's a little unusual here is that we use a good amount of butter and the vinegar.
And the balsamic vinegar, which you don't
Gives it a
usually
beautiful
see
taste.
in like any kind of a sort of an Italian sauce.
I know.
Basically.
So how is that doing? Are they starting
It's
to
doing
release their
good.
moisture?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it alone for a minute and let it go.
Okay.
Okay, and so...
While she's doing that, I'll talk to you about the rosemary.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of fresh rosemary tossed in here, kind of towards the end of making the sauce.
When you're putting... I'm just going to grab these from you and
sure.
grate
You ready
the
for
garlic.
that?
You guys know we always like to grate the garlic so nobody gets a big chunk of garlic.
And I made a little room on my board here.
Okay.
All you do with the rosemary is hold it at the end and pull it the opposite way, and look,
it's
that
really
just
easy
pulled
to
right
come
off.
like that. Yeah.
And I'm going to mince this as small as I can.
Okay.
By the time, honestly, that I get this ready,
Yeah.
you'll be ready for it.
Yeah, and these are just 3 garlic cloves, and I'm just doing that. Just do it as well as you can. Okay.
And when you're cutting, if you put the tip of your knife down and hold it, and then just go back and forth in a rocking motion, that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And it also keeps your fingers out of the way when you're cutting something so small.
Yeah, that's for anything. That's a good rule of thumb for anytime you're cutting anything.
So you can see I just went back and forth a couple times and we're good.
So what I'm going to do, so these are pretty...
They look good.
Yeah, they've kind of, I think, released a little bit of moisture in here. So what I want to do, I've got some tomato paste, just regular tomato paste. If you can find the one in a tube, that's easy. We just ended up getting this one here that, was just in a regular can. So I'm just going to put like 2 tablespoons in here. Oh, I guess this pretty much is 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So what you want to do, whenever you're adding paste, because it's been either in a can or a tube sitting there for a while, what you want to do is just sort of cook out the raw flavor of it. So usually we just make a little hot spot here and
Great.
then just cook that raw flavor out. You know, it just takes a minute.
While you're doing that, let me talk about the pasta.
Okay.
So we use a pappardelle pasta, and it's a nice thick cut, and you can buy it already prepared in a package. It comes like this in these little twists.
Yeah.
So when they make the pasta and they cut it, they twist it, and that's how it's dried. And so what you would do with this is you're going to bring a pot of boiling water, a pot of water to a boil,
Yeah.
add the salt, and then you drop these in, and they'll loosen up in the water.
Yeah.
And for cooking time, if the package says 10 minutes, you're going to cook it 1 minute less, because what we're going to want to do is finish cooking it right here in that beautiful sauce.
Yeah. So I'm going to now just add the vinegar.
Yeah.
Just add a little bit in. It is vinegar. Be careful. Get it away from you. You don't want it to fly up in your face.
And the balsamic vinegar has just a unique taste. It's
Yeah.
it's almost a little sweet.
I was going to say, it
sweetness.
almost, when you pour it, you can almost smell that it's a little sweet. Yeah, it's really great.
Okay, so you've cooked off the
cooked off the paste.
the paste.
I put in the vinegar.
right.
I'm going to.
Is this time for
You
the
can
rosemary?
add the rosemary. Yeah.
Okay, I dropped it right in. And when the rosemary hits that heat,
Yeah, it's really.
it
you
releases
guys
the
will love
flavor.
it.
Your
Yeah,
kitchen,
it's really
your kitchen
cool.
smells great.
Yeah, and so what I'm going to do now, we
Time
did
for
save
butter?
a little bit of. Well, yeah, that's right. I'll put the butter first, so it melts better. Just a little butter in. Gives it gloss. Kind of. Dad used to say, "Gloss is the sauce."
Yeah, there you go. And it's interesting, when you're making this, you're thinking this is never going to be enough sauce.
I
It's
know.
so thick. But as we add this element, and
Then we're going to add the pasta water
then
that
we
we
saved.
saved.
You
Yeah.
always save some pasta water.
You always should do that.
Then again, what we do is I'm not going to just dump all this pasta in,
No.
because the advantage is we're going to
Here, I'll try and move these over. Hey, groom
let
the pan.
that
Yeah. Because you want every piece to be covered.
let
you
it
know.
get coated.
Yeah.
And actually, I probably could help you by
Actually,
doing this
that would
with
be
the
good
tongs.
if you did use the tongs. Let me just scrape off this a little bit. I probably could have used a different spatula. But.
And I'm sure I cooked more than we needed, but I'd
Probably.
rather have more than we need.
Well, you can
than
use
to
it for
feel
something
like,
else.
Yeah, than to feel like I didn't use enough.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going
Want to
to
stop there?
a little teeny bit
A
more.
little more? Okay.
Hey, we're ready to plate. Patty, I got this beautiful dish.
Okay, yes, thank
I'm
you.
excited to see how
Okay,
you put
I'm
this
going to
together.
just- it is if you can just get a, sort of a deeper dish, just because you don't want to lose any of the sauce or anything. I kind of just twirl it a little, and then just get a little more mushroom and stuff on the top.
That looks beautiful. I got the
Yeah.
cheese here. What we're going to do today with this cheese is
Of
we're
course.
going to shred it on
Just-
top.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
You
some
make,
shards.
Make shards on the top. It's really nice. Yeah, it's always pretty.
You know what? I think we're ready.
I think we're ready. So you guys know, just add red wine.
Thank you for joining us here at the Ingles table today.
Make sure and explore the rest of the site for more wonderful fall recipes. See you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.